strength, so you're right. Penalties are going to play a big part in this.
Okay, we'll go to the game and get ready for the centre face.
We're all set, Ken, for a start here. Both teams looking ready to go, rearing to go. Surrey Park holding a little bit longer in the centre for those last minute revs up. And now we're ready for a start.
The three officials for today, Doug, are Gordon Elder, John Harris and David Scott, and I'm told that they're doing the rotating referee situation today. That is, when a goal is scored, the officials change their position. They rotate so that there is no umpire. There are three referees out there.
Well, I think that's good. I think the face-off men would appreciate having that rolled around a little bit. Sometimes, as you know, face-off men get a bit testy with one particular referee. They feel they don't understand as well as the others, so this gives it a bit of a roll around.
Well, they're ready to go.
Anyway, we've got Dave Scott in the middle, and the whistle's about to blow.
No, we got a problem in the centre already, Doug.
Now we've got down on the Williamstown defence, I see Carden Flaherty, Marty Goulet, and it looks like Mark Poirier, the other defender for Williamstown.
That's correct.
The first face-off.
That ground's pretty hard out there today.
In control for Surrey Park.
Good check.
Nice little dump off, but a good defensive check, and the ball will go to Williamstown.
Yes, it was a pass.
And the goalkeeper, Scott Garns, worthy out there on the boundary, but he's going to drop it off to Marty Goulet to carry it out. Just a drop-back defensive ride by Surrey Park, letting the Williamstown defence feel the ball out. And Flaherty going to get it over the line here, under a bit of pressure, but he's done it well. Now he hasn't.
Touched the line, Doug. He touched the line. The ball's out.
You were right there on the spot, Ken, to pick that one.
So is the official. The trailing official.
So it's Cam Toomey for Surrey Park to bring the ball back in. Andy Stewart, new goalkeeper this year for Surrey Park.
Yes, he's been a very valuable player for Surrey Park over the years as a midfield, but with knee injuries, recurring knee injuries, he's done an excellent job in goals, hasn't he?
Well, I haven't seen him play more than once, Ken, but he did a good job on that occasion, and he's certainly got the lacrosse skills. I'm sure he's going to make a very good goalkeeper if he sticks at that. And they're relying a lot on David Spreadbury to run it out.
Oh, good check.
That's a wonderful check there from Darren Gibson to bring the ball out. So an offside call against Williamstown, and Cam Toomey will bring the ball in from the centre again. So it's with Cam Toomey in the centre, going to try...
Oh, brother. Yes, I think that's going to be a hold call at least, maybe a high stick. It's called interference by referee Harris. Just an interference call. I'd say a fair amount of latitude being given at the moment, Doug.
Well, there's no penalty call on it, so...
yeah, it was only interference.
Yeah, start of a big game, Ken. I think you've got to let them find out what's going on, so... Good solid defence from Clem. Spread within a dangerous man for Surrey Park.
Oh!
Are they going to take that as a goal shot?
I think it would have to be, yeah.
And so Chris Brown will bring it in from the back for Surrey Park. Jimmy DiCarlo with the ball. And back to Cameron Toomey. It's a good one-on-one. Toomey looking for the dump.
Oh.
Almost got it to Hogg in the centre.
Yes.
And DiCarlo again working hard behind the goal. Dropping it off to David Spreadbury.
Is DiCarlo a left-hander or is he ambidextrous?
Oh, both ways.
Both ways,
Yeah. A big
shot and
a good
save. Yeah. Oh, got to watch the ball into the stick.
That's Carl Redford for Williamstown running it down.
Yeah, this is only the second occasion so far, Williamstown into their attack area.
Don't leave him out there.
Changing, Williamstown changing up, get some attacking players on.
And the great Dennis Newman coming into the game.
Yep.
Along with Dale Roberts, and coming off the midfield, Cameron Gibson.
Yes, Dennis Newman's had a long career with Williamstown, hasn't he, Doug?
Certainly has a great career. He's such a strong mover in those first few paces as we're seeing there.
Pass. Oh, just came off the goal, I think.
Williamstown fight here. They make
No, it picked up.
Hogs come up with the ball, and Surrey now running it down the midfield. And just settling it down. Ball's with David Spreadborough.
Yeah, Jimmy DiCarlo cutting through with his right hand up. Well, they're not standing for any nonsense in there.
A bit lucky on the crease there.
Oh, that's good. Oh, nice goal. Very nice pass from, was it Cam Toomey? Cam Toomey to Jim DiCarlo, yes?
And put in the old underhand backhand shot, Ken. We used to see a lot of that in lacrosse. Don't see it too often now, but it just shows the flexibility of those two guys.
Good. Minutes into the first quarter for the first goal to be scored, and it was a very nice one with good teamwork from Surrey Park.
Yes, Tim Purdy facing off with Luke Aaron, and the ball has run out of bounds, and we're going to reface it here. I was just talking a little bit earlier in the day to Gordon Purdy, Ken, that's Gordon's done so well in the United States. He's out here having a look at his brother play today.
Oh, wonderful. Yes, he's looking pretty fit, Doug.
Yeah, one of the superstars of lacrosse in the States now. A good possession, won again by Surrey Park. Taking it away through Jason Simpson.
Good ball movement.
It's quickly behind the goal. This is Chris Brown working hard.
Oh, good.
Good defence by Cardinal.
Good
Flaherty.
That's good defence.
Well, a fair bit of physical intensity here at the moment, as it should be at the opening of a...
The foul's on Marty Goulet. 15, Marty Goulet. 1 minute.
And
another goal. Number 17, pass from...
Ben Waite. Ben
number
Waite.
7.
I think the quick change there on the penalty and the quick ball movement caught Williamstown out a little bit.
Very good.
This is one thing, Ken, which I think is good for the game, that they're not now delaying the time that they used to delay before setting those penalty plays started again. The ball moved away pretty quickly then, I think caught them. Okay, so it's 2 goals to Surrey Park. Good opening from Surrey Park.
Ball's out, Williamstown ball.
It's well held from Darren Gibson to ride off those 2 checks. Some good strong work from Cameron Shepherd working on Darren Gibson.
They're all even now, Doug. Penalties on.
Carl Radford with the ball. Williamstown just getting themselves sorted out. And Jared Clem
got a wheel going here.
Dumping it back to Carl Radford. And off to Adam Vincent.
Oh, nice try. Just missed the goal completely. The play was right.
He's a slippery customer, Carl Radford, when he makes those forward moves, and a nice little face dodge. And
they're showing Andy Stewart a bit of respect. They're wanting to get right in on top of him before they let the shot go.
Quick double this time from Richie Toomey to cut that Carl Radford move out. It's off to Damien Orr on the corner. Working hard again in good position.
Oh, good save. Nice shot.
Yeah, so lovely reflex save from...
Crease infringement. After the shot, Doug. Crease infringement.
So it'll be Greg Moore with the ball from the defensive end, dropping it to David Spreadborough. A good runner, David Spreadborough, getting away and
Good all-round lacrosse player, Doug. That was bad luck. That was good play from David.
Maybe missed what he might have taken there on the crease.
Yeah,
that
Andrew
time. So Brett Barty dropping to Darren Gibson, around to Adam Vincent. Williamstown everymans trying their opposition out.
And
Andy
stopped by a defenceman, actually. There's another shot. Saved by the goaltender that time. Oh, good running by Andy Stewart to even compete. Yeah, they're not holding it up at all. Oh, there's a foul call.
It's a slashing check on Richie Toomey, and the play's been cut out nicely.
Number 32 White.
That's Richie Toomey.
Yeah, 1 minute
with the
for the
slash.
slash.
Williamstown into man up. Dennis Newman on the field. Daniel Jennings on the field. Carl Radford up top.
Williamstown should score. This is their first man-up situation.
There's a shot.
Oh, straight off his helmet. Came straight off Andrew Stewart's helmet in goals.
Well, I've got to give that to the goalkeeper, Ken. I mean, good positioning there, and you know I'm not going to give one against the goalkeeper. He was in great position there.
Well, it's part of the goaltender's equipment, the helmet. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. That's not a good sign.
No, just a loose one.
Yeah, they've got to be
thrown away.
The sun too, Doug. The sun is out, and the receiving player is looking into it. All even again, Doug. Penalties are all even.
Andy Stewart just working the pattern out here, walking it up slowly. Williamstown on a drop back ride. Cameron Shepherd on his own is going to receive the ball, and
oh, good interception.
Great work from Carden
Oh,
Farley.
look out. Oh.
There should be a score here. Gibson doesn't miss those.
And should be a penalty in the back. There should be a delayed penalty here for in the back. I'll be surprised if there's not.
Well, I don't think they're going to call it, Ken. I think they were all looking at the goal, and
yeah, I think you're right. 3 officials out there though, Doug.
So it's 2-1. Him facing off for Williamstown and Purdy for Surrey Park. Clem bringing the ball nicely out the front. This is a fast break play from Williamstown to Vincent to the corner, and there's the second score. Very quick work. Brett Barty putting it in nicely from the crease. It's now 2 goals all. 2 goals all. Clem facing off for Surrey Park.
A break on Cameron Toomey. Yes. Broke the line before the whistle went. Good pick up. Well, if Ron Toomey's watching this tape, he'd be pleased to see Brett Barty. That's his nephew, Doug. Ron Toomey's nephew.
Oh, I didn't realise that, Ken, but I'm sure up there in Alligator Creek they will all be watching this game. So dumping it off to Adam Vincent.
Tall lad, isn't he, for a forward?
Yes, he hasn't always impressed me as a dodger, but he's going at his man all the time, Ken, so he's probably developed his game quite nicely there.
Just a technical penalty against Adam Vincent for interference, just called interference.
Okay, he's coming into the box, however, so it is a 30-second penalty, and Ben Waite taking the ball over. Now David Spreadborough for Surrey Park, and they're in the man up.
Bang. Shot. Yeah, good shot. Very good. 11, Cameron Toomey the goal, from 21 the assist. Reply from Surrey Park there, Doug.
Yes, Ken, we've got Luke Aaron going against Tim Purdy here. This is a pretty good contest in the centre. Very nicely picked up by Dale Roberts.
Oh, nice try.
Settle down. Settle down.
Yeah, plenty of physical stuff on here. Brett Barty behind the goal for Williamstown. Richie Toomey covering him. Brett Barty taking him on.
Driving.
Nicely held out, forced behind the goal. Nice little dump to Vincent.
It's a
Didn't quite
backup.
take it, but it was good positioning.
Picked up, backed up by Roberts, Dale Roberts. Williamstown, now the ball's being carried by
Cameron Gibson.
Cameron Gibson. Yes, Cameron Gibson.
Well done, Andy. Ready.
A good bit of work from the Surrey Park goalkeeper Andy Stewart to just knock the ball down. Spreadborough has taken over, but
Looking, Doug.
just a little misunderstanding there, I think, between Greg Moore and Richie Toomey. So Dennis Newman quite happily will accept that gift. Gibson working his man hard again.
Brother picking for him. Yeah. Surrey ball.
Greg Moore to bring the ball in from the end line. And he'll use the goalkeeper. A good crowd building up here, Ken.
Yes,
always
Marley.
a good crowd when these two clubs are playing. They've both got good followings. A lot of other games, semi-final games on here today, so I guess some people are tied up for the moment, but they'll all get across here.
For the second half at least. Yeah.
Well, there's that man again. He's doing a lot of running work early in the game.
He is, he certainly is. And a shot. No. Hit a player on the way through. Good release.
Marty Goulet doing the good defensive work for Williamstown, getting it off to Cameron Gibson, being dumped to Carl Radford. And he's got Glenn Ashdown pushing him, covering nicely. He's quick though.
Oh, no. Crease. Is it? No. All clear. All right.
Glenn Ashdown running it out, Richie Toomey, and off to Andrew Hogg.
Oh, good use of the body. That was good use of the body by Cameron Gibson. You don't see that all that often these days. That's very good from Cameron.
Reminiscent of someone standing next to me, Ken.
Off now, Doug. But he's a midfield, for God's sake. We don't expect that from midfields. Very good, Cameron.
This Ben Waite with the ball, coming across to Cameron Toomey.
Oh. Oh.
And here's a nice fast break from Williamstown. This looks promising.
Yes. There it is. Bang. Yes. Out. Drive. Oh, missed. Round arm. Bad luck for Brett Barty there. Took his time. Just waited.
Back
Ball's
in quickly.
play.
Radford again. Radford's, I think, at this point of time would be Surrey Park's main problem. He seems to be getting through at will.
Just moving the ball around the outer perimeter, giving everyone a touch. They'll start their move in a moment. Damien Orr, he's got some wheels, Doug, this young man. Saw him in the state game. He played both midfield and defence line with a long stick.
Yes, played the defence very well.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he's quick, but he's also persistent. He'll do it all day long. He just seems to have that constitution that allows him to keep running.
Dennis cutting back to his favoured right hand. Picked the ball up. Oh, dear. Gave it back.
Okay, Shepherd getting it out
break,
to Carlo.
break.
And they're good on this situation, Surrey Park.
Not a good pass, though. He had to
No.
bend down for that ball, Chris Brown.
Yes, that
Not into his comfort zone.
just took the moment of opportunity out of it. So we got Ben Waite with the play.
Oh,
and
dear. No, what's happened? There's a flag up.
looked as though the little misunderstanding on the attacking play, and Williamstown are coming up with the ball.
Yep. Just a technical. Must have been interference call.
Marty Goulet. Oh, again another misunderstanding, but Dennis is there to mop up. Get it off to Dan Jennings. Dale Roberts around the back now with Brett Barty. Newman working his man hard, but Greg Moore's doing a good job on Dennis Newman.
Would have been a good goal shot, but not a good pass. Decked the ball.
Well, Ken, I think both defences doing a good job at this stage.
Yes, they are. Very good. Because both attack lines are pretty powerful. So I think the interesting thing so far is there's only been two major penalties given, one on each team.
Good work, Andy.
That's a goal. That's the 4th goal for Surrey Park by 27. Spreadborough unassisted.
Park have gone into a handy little 4 goals to 2 goal lead at this stage.
3.5 minutes approximately to go in this quarter, Doug.
Jared Clem, I think, on top at this point in the centre. Coming up nicely with that one. It's round the back to Barty, and it'll come around to Cameron Gibson, who's got a fair bit of space in front of him, but nice little pass. Andy Stewart will clean up.
No, picked up by defence. Bang! Oh dear.
That was the not the evening 3-step, Ken, but he got out of that nicely.
Yes. Cole Radford on defence is... oh dear. Okay, Surrey Park just a little bit out of touch too at the moment.
I think that was it was an adventurous pass, a very clever pass. Probably caught his own man.
Yeah.
So Carden Flaherty bringing it back through Scott Garnsworthy. Surrey Park playing the drop back ride. Got a little chess game going on here. It's good ride this, good ride this. And it got the desired result.
Pressure paid. Carden Flaherty dropped the ball.
It's always surprising, isn't it? The defenders look as though they've never seen this rule before, that you've got to give the man a little bit of room, Ken.
Yes, I agree. Well, I mean, it's nice to be told though by the official. If it lets the rest of the back line set up, I think it's a very good move by Carden Flaherty.
So we got Chris Brown.
Foul being called.
And Brown dodging hard behind the goal. Nicely doubled by Williamstown to take it out of the stick.
Yeah.
They're certainly putting a lot of heavy defensive pressure on Williamstown. And it'll be Damien Orr with the... no, it's Jared Glenn coming off for the interference call.
Just a technical penalty. And I didn't see it, so I can't comment, but it's been called that they've got a man up for 30 seconds.
Well, that's why we're here, Ken, and they're out there, so...
True.
So we're into man up.
Shot and saved by Scott Garnsworthy, and another try for shot.
This looks very promising, I'd say here.
Shot and saved by Garnsworthy again. Lovely save. There's a fast break. Should be the man off penalty. Oh, Scooter.
And the ball will run out of bounds, and Surrey Park are going to get this. It's an intense game at the moment.
Yeah, the pressure by Surrey Park is very good though. Very, very good indeed.
How long in the quarter? 50 seconds.
Less than a minute to go, Doug, this quarter.
Greg Moore running it over the line. Ben Waite on the way to the goal.
And a goal. And a goal from Ben Waite. That's Russell Waite's son, I take it.
That is probably one of the junior partners for Surrey Park, but he's playing like he's got a lot more maturity than that. That was nicely held and put away very, very nicely.
4-2 in overtime now.
second quarter of play, and the score is Surrey Park 5, Williamstown 2. Both defences playing well. From the way I see it at the moment, Ken, Williamstown winning the midfield, but Surrey Park finding the avenue to goal a little easier than Williamstown.
Sure, here's another one centre to Williamstown, but call of too many out from the Williamstown people. So Surrey's defence just making sure that Williamstown don't do anything too creative by surprise.
Well, they've got one in the box. You can see a double team play here. Good work, good disciplined play by Surrey Park, but there's a hard man to get the ball off, Darren Gibson, and he's done it well. I've done it very well. Card and Flaherty being released. Gibson scores on this.
Well, that ball was up in the air for so long it didn't matter, Doug. Oh, yes, that's a Williamstown ball, forced by the Williamstown player taking the Surrey Park player away from the ball.
Darren Gibson, in fact.
Yep. Swinging the ball over the other side of the field.
Carl Radford, who's been dangerous all day if he keeps dodging. Just being held by Cameron Shepherd.
Yes, he's going down low, and the Surrey Park defender is, that might be a little risky. Oh, yes, and a foul called now. Get the shot off. Oh, pretty, missed the goal by about a foot or two, but
yeah,
to red. The penalty.
Good desperation though from Cam Toomey. He had to tie Jared Clem up there.
It's Richie Toomey, actually.
Richie Toomey.
Yeah.
So it is. So Williamstown going into man up.
That's Richie's second penalty for the game, so he'll have to watch himself. Now Williamstown with their second opportunity of a man up. So let's see what happens. Bang! Oh, saved by Andy Stewart. What a wonderful save, straight off the elbow. Andy knew where that ball was all the time. You know?
Yes, he reacted very quickly. Greg Moore has picked up a penalty here, so
2 men up. 2 men up. Unnecessary roughness on Greg Moore. So Williamstown are 2 men up. They've got to make use of this. That ball could move faster, I think, for Williamstown, Doug.
I agree, Ken. I agree, Ken. They've got to come up with a quality shot. They've now got Richie Toomey coming back on, so some of that advantage is gone.
There should be 2 in there. Bang, shot from way out. Thank you, says Andy Stewart, and releases the ball out to centre midfield. Surrey will settle here to make sure that they use up the penalty time on Moore. So, there won't be any rush to take it in.
In fact, they may get themselves into trouble, Williamstown, by the double team play here.
Shot and a nice save by Garnsworthy again.
Coming back to the centre, and
good pickup.
Darren Gibson holding off Cameron Shepherd.
Very good pickup. Oh, it's a shot.
But the whistle had gone, and
yeah, that's a shame for Williamstown. Warding off was the call by official Harris.
Looked pretty reasonable to me as a call as well. So Chris Brown working on Card and Flaherty and heading for the goal. He'll be difficult to stop from here. And the crease infringement didn't quite get the shot away. If he'd managed to get that into the net before he landed, Ken, everything would have been fine, but that not being the event, it's a technical penalty and the ball will just be handed over to the goalkeeper.
I'm a little bit concerned sometimes, Doug, that the players don't appear to have backs.
Surprising to hear a defender talk that way, Ken, but yes.
When they're as obvious as that, Doug, I mean, they're pushing him into the crease to get the technical foul, but if they're pushing and they're behind the player, it's got to be in the back.
Now here's a good fast break from David Spreadbury. He's well supported by DiCarlo on his left, and it'll be a foul call perhaps. No,
not at all.
Waite cleaning up, back to Spreadbury, and
oh, good save. Oh no. Well, there's been 3, 4 or 5 shots being given off by Surrey in that short 1 minute of play, but they've yet to get it to penetrate the goal.
Well, I think they've got a defender running at them each time. There's pretty good defensive work going on, and Scott Garnsworthy's been active, so it's a moving target.
Face off, been called.
We must have had some uncertainty as to who was nearest the ball, and it'll be Cameron McLaughlin and Jared Clem to face off. So the ball's going to White, going to Surrey Park for an illegal procedure on Jared Clem. Quick change of possession. DiCarlo in reasonable shape, but good defence. Spreadbury strong, and McLaughlin has picked it up nicely. Under intense pressure, and has drawn the foul.
I'd say 2 fouls here, one on each of 2 players. Number 11.
1 minute on me. Number 14 has 1 minute for the smash. Number 11 has 1 minute for the
Well, there you go, Ken. You read it absolutely right. So Williamstown 2 players down, and Surrey's quicker ball movement in these man-ups I think might be telling. I'd expect them I'd expect them to get a quality shot on this play.
Oh, well.
So David Spreadbury actually cleaning up after the first shot bounced out, cleaning up and putting it away nicely.
That's the first goal for this second period, Doug.
And now 6-2.
Called by Williamstown has just finished, and we're about to go for the next face-off. It took 7.5 minutes, Doug, in the second quarter to get that goal by Surrey Park, but it's given them a handy lead of 6-2.
Yes, it has, Ken. We'll just see this face-off, and when we get the next little opportunity, I'll just get from you your feelings about how the game is travelling at this stage.
Sure.
Mounsey to Waite. DiCarlo almost took that pass quickly, but Brown was there to clean it up nicely.
I just think briefly, while the ball's being moved around the outside, Doug, that Surrey Park are lagging Williamstown out of the game.
Certainly getting it down the field quickly, and it appears to me that when the attacking plays are on, Surrey just seem to have a few more avenues to get to the goal quickly than Williamstown.
Exactly. Williamstown do like to settle it, I think, to get their goals, and they're not being given that opportunity by the Surrey defence. Now, there was an interference call on number 17, White, so change of possession goes to Williamstown, and they're bringing the ball out of defence now.
Yes, it's with Scott Garnsworthy, and a long pass getting across, a well-weighted pass there across to Mark Quarrier, and he's dropped it down to Dennis Newman, who's I think is changed onto the attack line for a run.
Yeah, I was going to say before, I thought that a couple of the attack players of Williamstown look to be quite tired at this early stage of the game, so I think it'll be wise to switch them through the forward line.
Yeah, well, they need a little bit more penetration, and if Dennis has gone down there, he's certainly got the experience to come up with something.
Shot and miss. That missed the goal face completely. Wasn't touched by the goaltender. It had a leg break on it, and a slashing call on number 6, White.
That's Glenn Ashdown taking the penalty.
So penalties are all even at this stage. There's 4 major penalties to each side.
And we have Cameron Gibson with the ball. Just a little hesitation from Williamstown there, but Carl Radford's taken over and Williamstown in man up.
Shot and save by Andy Stewart. Saw it like a beach ball.
He's playing a very good game, Andy Stewart.
Certainly is. We had a good view of that shot, and Andy saw the ball all the way. Just put the racket down to stop it going in.
Well, that's some good riding from Williamstown, from Dennis.
Shot,
Newman.
oh.
Set Brett Barty up.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Surrey Park into attack from that little mistake, and looking dangerous here. No,
No, he's steadying. That's Chris Brown, is it not?
it is. He's a hard man to get the ball off. It
Yes,
looked
he
as though
is,
he might
very.
have been stripped 2 or 3 times then, but somehow it's still in there.
I'm used to Chris being in the feeding role, and he doesn't seem to be doing that very much today, feeding.
No, well, perhaps I haven't had a good look at that, but perhaps Williamstown have decided that he's going to be clamped behind the goal, so he's out a little bit more on the field, but he's always been a good dodger and a good ball holder, so he won't be out of place out there. Oh, here's a dangerous move with Toomey getting in behind the defence, but
Penalties are on. All even now.
so David Spreadborough with the ball for Surrey Park, off to Cam Toomey. Bit of dodging going on now.
Oh, well held. Well held. Oh, bad luck. Gee, that was well held by Cam Toomey.
Talk it up! Come on, Gordon.
Williamstown are not finding it easy to release the ball from the defence. There's another error. Another forced error. I think Surrey are playing it very well on the pressure on Williamstown, because
Yes, they are. They certainly are.
obviously some suspect stick skills there.
Nice open position for David Spreadborough. Sizing it up
back.
and working it.
Oh boy, and a shot. Good save by Garnsworthy.
And good defensive work from Garnsworthy.
Yep.
Brown might make them pay for this though. No, well done from the Williamstown defence.
Oh, well played.
Darren Gibson coming up with the ball, looking for the foul, not getting it.
Darren's working very hard today, Doug.
Yes, he's at both ends. Radford's lost a little bit of the sparkle he had to begin with.
He has. I think that'll be called a holding foul. And a goal. Yes. Newman from number 12,
From Radford.
which is Radford. Yes. Newman from Radford. A nice goal.
Williamstown's third. We did make the comment that Dennis Newman down onto that attack was a good move, and he scored Williamstown's third goal. Surrey Park have picked up a technical infringement from the coach, speaking to the referee in a way he didn't appreciate, and they're now with one man off the bench. They've picked up a foul here, and it'll be called against Dennis Newman.
Yeah. 30-second for the hold. Yeah. Yes, it's actually not a technical. It's a bench foul, which is a 1-minute penalty on the Surrey Park player, due to the coach having something to say to the officials.
Must have said a little more than I'd imagine, Ken. So it's all even with 5 on the field. Cameron Toomey with the ball in the midfield for Surrey Park.
5-on-5 play.
Well, Surrey Park have checked the timing on the bench. They know they're going to get release a little bit ahead of the Williamstown player. No, it's not going to work out that way. They're both on.
Yeah, the Williamstown was only 30-second. The Surrey was a minute. So it's all even. 6-all out there. The score being 6-3.
Well, it's just a little period of sparring in this game at the moment. Spreadborough looking dangerous again, and a nice dump.
Oh, bit unlucky there. A little bit unlucky. It was a nice pass to Jim DiCarlo, and it just tipped off the end of his stick.
gone out of bounds, and Williamstown will bring it back in through Mark Quarrier.
Here's this continued pressure by Surrey on the release by the Williamstown defence, and they've caused 2 errors so far. Surrey, now they're giving it to a midfield. That's better. Now it's back to a defender. Over to Orr, who'll really wheel it in. Good pass to behind. Yeah, you're right. Damien Orr's stamina is excellent because he does run at that pace all day, Doug, whilst he's on the field. Puts in a good 90 to 95 minutes a game, I'd say.
Yes, you'd imagine he's one of those fellas that leads the training runs round by a long way.
Yeah, well, his father used to too. Drives you crazy, doesn't it?
Now the ball's again with Damien Orr behind the goal. Off to Brett Barty, working on the crease. Good solid defence there from Richie Toomey. Cutting out the line of the goal. Vincent with the ball, looking for something.
No, passed it off. Ball's out the front again.
Here's the danger man, Radford.
Radford move.
Looking good.
And a good goal. Yes, done by Gibson. Put away by Gibson with a nice assist. Yep.
8 minutes 20 to go in this period, and Williamstown's 4th goal. The score is now 6 goals to 4. Aaron Luke facing off against Tim Purdy, and Purdy's come up with the ball, dropped it off to David Mounsey. Now that move from that last goal really set up by Carl Radford again, proving to be the danger man for Williamstown.
He had the second defenceman coming to him. He dumped it off to a player that was reasonably spare, and it paid dividends.
And here we have a strong fast break from Williamstown.
Oh, yes, just a bit high for the receiving player. Just a little bit high from Dale Roberts, which is a shame because the play was right. It was the right thing to do. Just moving the spectators back from the field. It's a little dangerous to be so close to the boundary line, Doug.
Yes, I think probably give them about a minute and a half. They'll be back where they were, but they have been cleared away from the boundary line at the moment. And the ball's with Simpson for Surrey Park, looking to run it out.
And a good check. And a good check.
Brett
Straight
Barty.
out of the stick.
Brett Barty managing to get the stick right onto the ball and take it clean out of the stick.
Moving the ball around again behind goals. Back out to Gibson. Left-hander moving around the back. Cutting going on in front of goals. Dennis Newman, safety out the front.
Setting up the isolation play here.
Oh, nice try. He tried to hook it around. Gary Gates' job.
Dennis Newman mopping up, and they still have possession. Round the back to Cameron Gibson. And off to Brett Barty. Now another goal here from Williamstown would start to change the picture of things as they were a few minutes ago.
Oh, the pass was on. It was on. Brett Barty just missed the grab. I don't really expect it at that particular stage, but the pass was right because Brett was unguarded.
So Surrey trying to get it out through Cameron Shepherd.
This is good pressure from Williamstown.
And Richie Toomey running the ball out nicely. He's got a clear pass up to Greg Moore, and Surrey are through this.
Dennis Newman.
And this is Cotgreave with the ball for Surrey Park. Back to Chris Brown.
Was Cotgreave part of the English World Series side, though?
Yes, he was, as I understand, Ken. So the warding off call against Cam Toomey, and the ball will be lost to Williamstown.
Not too many of those are picked up these days, but there's been 2 by 2 different officials. So obviously the officials have been talking about it.
Yeah, Williamstown have brought Newman down into the clear here. Having a little bit of trouble getting through this clear, but
there's the ball.
That's fairly comfortable from Cameron Toomey. Cameron Gibson.
And a nice goal. And a nice goal from Brett Barty.
And the assist from Darren Gibson.
Yes.
6 goals to 5. The game is now 6 goals to 5. Surrey Park one ahead. It's turned around. What's done that?
I think Williamstown have picked up the pace a bit with ball movement and body movement. I also think Surrey were a little frustrated by a few officials' calls that showed on the bench here in particular, and they may have taken their...
Well, we're almost another one here now. Damien Orr being knocked into the crease on a reasonable shot, could easily have scored, and there's another penalty on Surrey Park.
Yes, and do you know what it was for, Doug? It was from behind, pushing the player into the crease. We were talking about it before. It's been called by official Elder.
So man up play to Williamstown, looking for now the equalising goal.
The penalty was on Jim DiCarlo, number 21 for Surrey. Shot and saved by Andy Stewart. Picked up again and dumped and picked up again by Andy Stewart. Well done. Good goaltending.
Daniel Jennings quick to pick that one up and get another shot. But Andy Stewart's playing a blinder here at the moment.
Certainly is. He's seeing that lacrosse ball like a beach ball, as I said before. He's got great vision, Andy.
Play with him, mate.
So, Surrey just looking a little bit rattled at the moment.
No, they're a man down, remember.
Yes, but I think just looking a little bit rattled. The lead they had is now down to 1 goal, and they had to fend off 3 or 4 reasonable opportunities there from Williamstown. And
views of Williamstown, and picked up by Andy Stewart. He's running.
And that's a beautiful pass from Andy Stewart, which really should have been taken by Andrew Hogg on that occasion. But the ball's been turned over, and there's all Williamstown as Carl Radford comes away. He'll drop it off.
He's got a lovely dodge. The way he just waltzes around players, doesn't he?
Yeah, yes, he has very good balance and good vision. So it's with Cameron Gibson working on Jim DiCarlo. Dumping off nicely to Daniel Jennings. And they're looking ominous.
And the pass, was the right idea. What happened? Is a foul being called? 22 red, 1 minute penalty for slash.
Okay, so the penalty is being taken by Rick Cotgreave for the slash. Williamstown man up. Surrey Park still under pressure.
Shot and in. Yes, taken by Gibson. Pass, I think, was from either Brett Barty or number 16. 8 from 1-6 is the call by the official.
Okay, so Cameron Gibson with the assist. The shot was
the leveller.
The shot was shoulder high and hit the net.
Well, it's a very tight game. There can't be much left in this first half, and it's all tied up. Whoa!
6 goals apiece, and from the rear.
Yes, good call. Ball was loose.
So Carl Radford, time running out in the quarter, and
He's on, Doug.
Williamstown penalties back on. Williamstown with a
shot and saved again by Andy Stewart. My goodness, he's playing well.
Well, that one I think hit the pipe, Ken.
Yeah,
but
really? I thought he touched it with his stick, but there we'll have a look at the replay.
But I'm happy with you. You're on the goalkeeper's side, and it's coming around the back from Damien Orr, being dumped to Darren Gibson. Nice little cutting move from Jennings. And Williamstown are pretty fierce at the ball at the moment.
Yes.
But Richie Toomey has come up with it, put Hogg under a lot of pressure, and it'll...
Garnsworthy. What happened? A late check.
We got number 6 blue has 1 minute for the late check.
Number 6 blue for a late check.
So Jennings into the box, Dale Roberts into the box for Williamstown. We have a timeout called and there are 10 seconds to play. Okay, we're 10 seconds to play in the game. Surrey Park will be looking for one quality scoring shot here, and they've only got seconds now left in which to do it.
They will have possession at the start of the second half, of course.
So they've decided to carry that through, and they will have, as you say, possession in the second half. The score at half-time, 6 goals each. Second half of the game, the score is 6 goals each. Surrey Park, having had a penalty at the end of that last quarter, have retained possession. It's Cameron Toomey, and we're away.
The sun's gone in, Doug, so it's a little darker.
And the Surrey Park man-up play, maybe not scooting the ball around quite as quickly as they were at the opening.
Cutting. Yeah. Ball moving around the outside.
Plenty of defensive talk going on. Surrey
good talk.
probing for an opportunity here. The dump to the corner.
Shot and save.
Goalkeeper in good position.
Back shot and goal.
That's a beautiful little fake from Jim DiCarlo to make that score. Looked like he was going to David Spreadborough, held it, and then a great shot.
7-6.
Players want to get that bit of footage and replay it a few times and have a look at it closely. There's where the finesse is in the game, one of the little subtleties. Jim DiCarlo looking like he was going to do something, holding it, diving inside, fooling everyone, and then a great shot to finish it with.
Yeah, I think the important thing, though, is that the shot from out there is you've got that full 6 foot square to look at, Doug. There's no angles, you've got a full 6 foot to look at.
That's right, Ken, but my key point was how he got there to get that shot. And Surrey have taken over with possession again. That almost looks like a warding off. He's got away with it.
Still.
Hit the pipe, and Garnsworthy quick to recover possession for Williamstown.
I think on that call, Doug, that you thought may have been warding, if they've established that position with their arm and it's jutting out to defend their racket, okay, and it stays there, it doesn't move, they can't call warding.
Oh, I agree with that, Ken. Just a question of how stationary it was, but I suppose the replay will show that, and the referees are in charge, and they haven't called it.
Correct.
So Williamstown have the ball and look like clearing through Damien Orr. There's the legs again.
He's a mover and a shaker. A little bit of settling down by Williamstown here.
Yes.
Party with the ball.
I think they'd be keen to build up a nice play here and get on the board and get in front for the first time.
Oh, good work. Oh, nice try. Nice try. Good defence by Surrey too, just to block that stick.
Vincent on a power dodge. The ball just got a little bit out of place in the stick and went away on the shot. Orr dodging from behind now. Dumping.
Oh.
But Darren Gibson will keep this one in.
Just.
And take Cameron Shepherd on though. He's moving it off. Vincent again. Barty with the ball back to Radford, and you'll look for a dodging play from out front here. Probably no. Off to Vincent.
Certainly not used to seeing him playing that far out from goals, Doug. Are you, Radford? He's normally in close around that net, but there we go.
Well, he's the quick man on his feet, so I think he can play that position well. I'm more inclined to not see Adam Vincent out all that wide doing this dodging that he's been doing today, but he's certainly doing it.
That's good strip. Good strip. Where's the ball? Still down for anybody. That's good use of the body. Oh, off blue. Red ball, I'd say. Yep.
So Glenn Ashdown to bring it in. It's going across. No, he's going to run it out. Now it's across to Andy Stewart, moving down well. And Greg Moore will take it over the line and could be dangerous here. Andrew Hogg in good position.
Good work, Andy! Good work, Ken!
So David Spreadborough, I think might favour his chances against Damien. Damien's pretty quick on his feet, but
as a defender with a short stick, he could be a bit suspect. David's a good mover on this. And a shot and a save by Garnsworthy, and saved again by Goulet. That's better. That's better release of the ball from the defence of Williamstown. Nice pass, yes.
Now Vincent's in good shape here. Barty should score, but didn't quite take it.
And in the crease.
That's a good hit! What is going on?
Oh, 1 minute for the unsportsmanlike on DiCarlo. Now this is Jim's second.
So unnecessary rough call and knocking his attacking player into the crease, but it's not allowed, and now puts Williamstown in a man-up play.
So Williamstown a man up for a minute. They should make full use of this. Just moving it around. There's one man in on the crease, Brett Barty. Second one going in now, cutting, and the pass. Nice shot, fast stick, quick stick.
Well, they had Carl Radford on his right hand, and he had a little bit of pressure just as he took the ball from Cameron Shepherd. Pushed the ball wide of the goal. Cameron Gibson behind, looking to drop to his brother, who's dangerous from this spot.
Still moving the ball around out the front, setting themselves up. Pass behind again, and a shot, and saved. Andy Stewart saves again. Ready to release the ball. There's still a man down. The pressure should be on by Williamstown, and it is. And it is. They've got to force the error. This is the, Andy dropped the ball, picked it up again, and he's still been under pressure. And the big long pass, setting, and a good check.
But very well ridden by David Spreadborough to run that ball out, take that bump. He's dropped it off to Jason Simpson, coming off for a rest, as is Glenn Ashdown. That'll put David Mounsey into the play.
David Spreadborough has had a few seasons of box lacrosse and is quite used to riding any hard hitting, Doug. And I think it's helped him quite a bit in his field game.
Yes, it was evident there, Ken. Now the ball's behind with Chris Brown. David Mounsey. Haven't seen a lot of David Mounsey today, but he's on there. He looks the goods when he's there.
Shaw, nice pass. It was the right idea. But Jason Simpson just unable to take the ball cleanly.
Yes, you have the impression that Surrey are trying to force the issue, just a little bit frustrated now in getting to the goal, where earlier in the game they seemed to get there fairly easily, and just throwing a few passes that maybe they might not.
A drop, a very unusual thing to happen, a drop by Darren Gibson behind goals. Surrey pick up the ball.
So Greg Moore bringing this out.
Jason Simpson just strolling down with the ball, waiting for the play to be set up with substitution through the box by Surrey. Coming out to Cam Toomey, running the ball down the side.
He's got a lot of space here if he chooses to dodge, which he's doing.
Lost his footing.
Held it well and released it nicely. Oh, that could overplay Chris Brown. You're in trouble, but a wonderful check from Flaherty. He's playing a very good defensive game today. Handling his stick well. That's improved every year from Carden.
That was not good from Dennis Newman. There's something wrong with Dennis's stick or the way he's using it, because that's the second time he's dumped it on the deck.
Yeah, well, you know, second time. We don't expect champions to miss the odd one, but we can forgive him for that one, and it's been thrown out of bounds by another champion, Cameron Toomey.
I noticed Dennis looking at his racket though, because I don't think he could believe it himself. He early in the game he tried to pass back dumped it on the deck, same thing happened there. However, luck's a fortune, and it's back to Williamstown.
Vincent carrying it in the midfield, probably got out of that a little easy.
Yeah. Oh, good check. Oh, here's a go. No
Open
goalie.
goal.
Goalie. Oh, missed. Completely missed.
Good check.
And a great defensive check from Cameron Shepherd.
That's it. Well done, Cameron. Push him out.
Crease. It'll be crease this time. Yeah, no doubt.
And apart from the crease, another good save by Andy Stewart. He's in good position today.
Yeah, I didn't see the ball at all, Doug, so I don't know whether he saved it or... He did save it, didn't he?
Well, you know my rule, Ken. It's always a save to the goalkeeper in those situations.
Bang! Oh, should have been. That was gift wrapped, I thought.
Well, I was just about to jump off the table then. Somehow David got out of it, but I think he should have known he was coming, but that was Dale Roberts
Number 22
doing a lot of hard work.
will be called here. Number 22 interference, moving pick.
That's Rick
Has to be.
Cotgreve for Surrey Park
Yeah,
giving that one up.
there was no secret about that one.
So Marty Goulart
Look out.
carrying it down, getting it off.
Oh, double teaming. Good work. Yes, the ball was within play, and number 14, who's that? Richie Toomey did a good job.
14's Greg Moore.
Oh, Greg Moore. He did
And Surrey Park through Ben Waite have thrown this across the ground. Awkward one, and it's gone clear. Cameron Gibson for Williamstown coming onto the field with the ball at the centre line.
Has Cameron been playing with Williamstown all during the season? Do you know when he got back from Queensland?
No, he hasn't played the full season, Ken, but he's certainly played the last half of it, I believe, and he's doing a good job.
Yeah.
Now, it occurs to me that quite a long time's gone by without a score, Ken, so much so I've forgotten what the score is, but...
Well, it's 1-up to Surrey. It's 7-6, Doug. But yes, you're right. It's been a long time between goals.
Always good to have a statistician with you, isn't it?
Yes, I wonder where we can find one.
Good, Jimmy.
Shot. A miss.
Good work.
A miss to the right-hand side.
All that good work from Carl Radford, again, selling the dummy, looking like he was going to do something and then going on with it. And just got a little bit frantic around the goal and probably missed by a foot in the end.
Ooh.
Yeah, good check.
Well, that's a good check, except the arm in the back. I'm not too...
Oh, they're the ones the goalkeepers don't like, when the defender has done the good work and taken possession and gives it back to you that fast. But
Oh, good double check.
Williamstown are very intense at the moment. DiCarlo dropping it to Ben Waite. The Surrey attack has thrown it away again.
Good check. Well, that was a nice defensive hit then, Doug.
By Cameron Gibson. Not a big man, but he was in the right spot.
Leverage. It's all to do with leverage, Doug. That's getting the ball down smartly.
Leverage, is it, Ken? They might be going to accuse you of sesquipedalianism there for a moment, but I won't do that.
I love it when you talk dirty to me. Okay, ball's behind with Brett Barty coming out. That's Cameron again, is it? Yeah, Cameron Gibson. And another good check.
Williamstown have retained possession through Adam, and a shot coming up from Roberts.
And a save again.
Stewart just dropping it off the
But not such a good
front of the legs into the stick. Just got it away a little bit quickly, and Carl Radford will pick it up again.
Yeah, overestimated the speed of his midfield, I think. Ball's moving around again on the Williamstown attack line, back to behind with Brett Barty.
Well, Ken, if you're a betting man, which I know you're not, of course, what would you be predicting at this stage?
Oh, you couldn't possibly ask me at this stage, Doug. It's 1-up to to Surrey Park, 7-6, and now there's been I think it's only a technical interference on Surrey, but it does give Williamstown 30 seconds with a man up.
And at 1 up, Williamstown just seem to have the run of the play at the moment. Just the tide's gone a little bit their way, you'd think.
Yeah, well, there haven't been all that many occasions where they've had the opportunity. Because it's been hard to get a penalty called on you today. It is top-grade lacrosse, and
there's the big Newman shot.
Oh, save straight into the face mask of Andy Stewart.
Beautifully picked up from Richie Toomey. A good fast break. Promising scoring play on here now. It'll be dropped to Chris Brown.
No, he's going to have a shot.
And beautifully done. Andrew Hogg.
Yeah, by Andrew Hogg. Very well done.
To get Surrey's 8th goal, and the score is 8-6.
Scored at the 15-minute mark of the third quarter. So with 10 minutes to go in this third quarter, Surrey have a 2-goal lead. And the goal came from defence, you might remember. Richie Toomey sprinting down the ground.
Yes.
Crumbs picked up by Andrew Hogg.
Yeah, very, very well done by Andrew Hogg. I would have thought Andrew, to this stage, would probably have been a little bit disappointed in his game today. He's a very talented player. Hasn't seemed to have been quite on the pace today, but that was a brilliant bit of finesse work to get it up quickly. And we're being called a bar check here. Luke Aaron is going to take the penalty. It's a 30-second call.
Interference call. Just a push. Luke Aaron. So Surrey a man up for 30 seconds.
And a chance to re-establish that grip they had on the game a little earlier. At 8-6, another one here would start to make things...
And off the post. Part of the goaltender's equipment too, Doug, you tell me.
When they're clearly off the post, we can't claim them, but maybe the work of the goalkeeper in the way he moved just forced the shot a little wider. Coming in from David Spreadborough.
Penalty's up, and he's going back onto the ground now. Oh, there's a good pass and a goal. That's a lovely take.
And it's amazing what one good piece of work will do for your confidence, because that was Andrew Hogg at his best to get that 9th goal.
Pass from Jim DiCarlo, I think, was it not? After the 9th goal by Surrey Park, giving a 9-6 lead, McLaughlin taking the centre for Surrey, and Jared Clem taking the centre for Williamstown of Surrey Park.
Through David Mounsey with the ball. Good running work. I'd like to see, from Surrey Park's point of view, David Mounsey may be doing a little bit of dodging work. He's got a big body and he's a good dodger, but at the moment they seem to have him dumping the ball off. Still, they're 9-6 on the board. I guess you can't argue with that. Cam Toomey moving quickly with the ball and forcing his way past Darren Gibson.
Ball behind. Coming out to Mounsey again. Mounsey, yes, you would think he'd give that a go with young Orr on him with the short stick. He certainly is a tall lad, isn't he?
Well, the size of the body difference is there. There's the wraparound check. They let it go. Hogg again with a brilliant shot.
And Garnsworthy leaves the goal crease to take possession of the ball.
Now, you'd have to say, all of a sudden, Andrew Hogg looks very dangerous. He's just lifted a couple of notches, and he's handling the ball confidently now, where he wasn't earlier in the game.
Confidence plays a big part in this game, and if you're on a high, you're on a high. You know, if you're not having a good day, it just seems to get worse. But Andrew has lifted a couple of cogs. There's Clem with the ball now. Oh, out to Dennis Newman. Dropped by Dennis Newman. Clem still fighting for the ball. Picked up by Surrey defence in the agency.
That's Greg Moore.
Andy Stewart. He's moving okay, isn't he? But dropped by Greg Moore. It was the right move, but he was under a bit of pressure. Newman gets the ball back. Adam Vincent with the ball. Oh, off a Surrey stick. Back out to Clem. Moving it around now to Darren Gibson.
Cameron and Simo! Talk it up!
Gibson attacking Spreadborough here. Simpson, I think it may have been. Yes. Dumped to the corner. In good shape, but Andy Stewart covering the territory on Damien Orr very nicely. Greg Moore will take this out for Surrey Park, but good defensive work from Williamstown.
The foul being called, slow whistle.
Simpson in good shape here.
Oh, just touched down by Williamstown. Yes.
Yeah, that was Mark Quarrier getting the stick up on what looked a promising play.
Jared Clem getting a technical, 30-second interference call. So Surrey have 30 seconds, man up again.
We've got 5 minutes to play in this third quarter. Surrey leading 9 goals to 6.
Shot? No. Whoa, nice. He had me tricked. There's the shot now. And miss. A clear miss. Well to the right-hand side of the goal. That was by David Spreadborough. Oh, decked it. Garnsworthy comes out of those goals well, but he's lost the ball.
Yeah, very good pressure from Ben Waite. Keep the goalkeeper under. Oh, and they're a bit caught out of position here.
Oh dear,
DeCarlo took and managed to hit the back of a Williamstown player.
He just dropped the ball, Doug.
It's just old age and lack of eyesight, Ken. It's afflicting me here, but Cameron Toomey's come up with it.
It's back again. A game of fluctuating fortunes at the moment. But it's all even. All even. So six aside each. Oh, brother. Bit of round arm in that, Jim. If it had been over the shoulder, it might have gone in.
Shot was so quick that Mark Quarrier behind the goal couldn't get out of the road of it. Chris Brown working hard here on Marty Goulet.
Oh, look at this. Oh, and saved off the foot.
Now that was a big hit after the play by Marty Goulet. He would have to get a penalty for that on Cameron Gibson.
1-5 blue.
Marty Goulet.
It's Marty Goulet's third penalty for the game. It was a decent hit. I had my eyes on the ball. I didn't see. It was fairly late, was it?
Yeah, the ball had been released. He was...
1 minute and 30 seconds in the crease.
Well, a 30-second in the crease. No, the 30 seconds penalty is on Cameron Toomey. He's come off and acknowledged the hit on Marty Goulet, so maybe it wasn't too late, but it's been called that way. Surrey Park are still with the ball, but not man up.
Yeah, there's only... Surrey only has to serve 30 seconds and they'll be man up again, so it'll be interesting to see. It's all even, so they might as well use it. It's a man apiece. Certainly doing a lot of running.
Well, they've given it to David Spreadborough and said, you hang on to it for a minute or so.
They're going to have to form this zone. Sorry, Doug, to interrupt, but they're going to have to form this zone very quickly when he... Oh, crease again. Crease again. Oh!
Well, we've got a little altercation here.
We sure do. We sure do.
And we find that Luke Aaron has landed on his backside. I didn't see really what happened, but the ball is with Williamstown. And so we've got something technical on the bench here.
No, it's a 30-second technical. Minute 30. It's a 30-second technical. He has 30 seconds on the white and 1 minute on the blue arm.
Okay, well, the bench got a little bit confused as to what the penalty call was there.
They said 1 minute and 30. And Cameron was off. The Williamstown player was already off the field, so it was confusing for the bench. So it was just as well the bench clarified the situation.
Well, we have it all straightened out now. The game's about to restart. Carden Flaherty in defence with the ball for Williamstown. And he's going to drop it back to the goalkeeper.
So now we've got this slow release again by Williamstown because of the Surrey zone ride. Out to Dennis Newman, should be able to run it. Ball out to Roberts, Dale Roberts. Moving the ball, yes, son of Dale. Back out to Brett Barty, nephew of.
How long in the quarter, sir?
Okay, Dennis Newman, the original.
Well, I think this will be an important attacking play for Williamstown. There's not much time left in the period, and they don't need to be 3 goals down going into the last.
Goal.
And there he is.
You named it.
Newman. When he gets to that position, he doesn't often miss, and it's now 9 goals to Surrey and 7 to Williamstown.
Okay, we're going for the face-off here. 10 seconds to go. Broke by Williamstown by the look of it. And that's the quarter.
Well, at 3/4 time, the score is Williamstown 7 and Surrey Park 9. Everything's set for a good last quarter.
Should be a cracker, I think, Doug. We'll take a break.
Okay, we're back on now for the final quarter of the second semi-final here. Surrey Park a couple of goals ahead of Williamstown, Ken, and all set for a good final quarter.
Yeah, so I don't think you'll find Williamstown will lay down. It's been a tight game all day. And a shot and a beautiful goal by Cam Toomey. Oh, boy, oh boy.
Good fast break from McLaughlin, and Cam Toomey from just inside the restraining line is a big shot. There's some argumentation here about it. It's all clear. And the score has gone to 10-7.
I wanted to let you know there's been 5 separate goal scorers for Surrey Park, with Ben Waite with 1, Cam Toomey with 2, Andrew Hogg with 3, Jim DiCarlo with 2, and David Spreadborough with 2. And we have Brett Barty 2 from Williamstown, Dennis Newman 2, and Darren Gibson with 3. Williamstown have possession.
Yes, an illegal move from Cameron McLaughlin has handed the ball over to Jared Clem.
Dennis Newman back out to Gibson. Driving, shot and save again by Andy Stewart. Honest to God, he's really seeing it really easily today.
Some great running work from David Spreadborough, doing it on his own to get that ball out.
Good on you, Spready. Good leg.
Surprisingly, looks like he needs a bit of a blow there, and now he's done all that hard running work. They've given him the ball straight back again.
Who better to give it to? Cleared it out, and here he goes, just dropped it.
Oh, yes, Dennis Newman alert there, almost an opportunity. So Rick Cotgreave on for Surrey Park with the ball.
Good defence. Come on, body. They've got to use the body more rather than the stick.
Good move from Ben White.
And a save again. What age would Ben be, Doug? How old would he be?
He's a young player. I'm not certain. I think probably 17 or 18.
Yeah, late teens, I would have thought, yeah. Oh, boy. That was from behind. And the shot, well outside.
So we have a push on Jared Clem. It's a 30-second penalty. Significant though, it puts Surrey Park at 10 goals to 7 into man up.
Yeah.
Another goal here would start to make the task a bit tough.
Yes, it was a It was a push given when it wasn't going to serve much or give much service. Anyway, Surrey with the ball and a shot and a save again by Garnsworthy. Back out the front, picked up by Quarrier. No, dropped by Quarrier. Picked up now by Flaherty, picked up now by Damien Orr. Lovely movement, lovely movement. A fast break now. As long as he's got somebody to back... Oh. Dennis Newman just tipped the end of his racket and dropped down and picked up by Chris Brown. Now to Richie Toomey. Over to Jim DiCarlo. And now it's around the back. Being instructed to hold it up by the bench.
Subby! 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 Subby!
So Chris Brown now to Ben Waite behind the goal and back to Chris Brown. Surrey moving the ball a little more crisply. They went into a period there when they got a little bit tentative. Now they look more confident with the ball. Chris Brown's going to run Damien Orr behind the goal. I think he might fancy his chances, but Damien Orr is so quick on his feet. Beautiful pass.
Nice pass and a
great save.
Nice shot and a great save. Yes, correct. Oh.
And good heavy defensive work. It'll be tough to pull one out of there, I think.
Number 11 for the slash.
So Carden Flaherty coming off on the 1 minute penalty on the slash. Might have been a bit unlucky. There was probably a foul in there, but it was difficult to say who it came from.
Sticks, yeah. I thought it was a late call too, but anyway, the game goes on.
Patience!
Yeah, when the sticks are flying around like that, it takes a good man to make a call.
Well.
Pass inside, picked up by Garnsworthy. Well done, Scott. Releasing the ball out. Aaron. Luke Aaron, is it?
Yes, it's Luke Aaron running with the ball. He's tied him up here, but he got out of it nicely.
Got an unusual gait, hasn't he? For, you know, a running player. Oh, picked up. Oh, look at this. Bing.
Well, they got out of it nicely.
Yeah.
Mark Quarrier cleaned up and got it back to Aaron. And now it's behind the goal with Adam Vincent. Richie Toomey, he's done a good job on Adam Vincent all day.
Come on. What the ball?
Newman's on, so let's see if they give him the ball. That's better. Now there's... Oh dear, what a gift for Andy Stewart. The way he's seeing him, to have a shot from out there, straight up in the air, he's a little bit of a gift for Andy Stewart.
Yes, it wasn't much more than a pass, that one. Just a little hesitation here while we check some equipment, and the ball's back with Andy Stewart.
Yeah, well, they've been showing Andy a great deal of respect. They know it's very obvious that they have to get in very close to Andy to get a ball past him. But that was not one of the best shots by Williamstown today. Bang!
Promising move. Hogg may be dangerous here.
And shot over the top by Cam Toomey. Well over the top. Probably if the goals had been 9 foot high, it might have snuck in.
Yes, I think on the replay too, you'll find that Andrew Hogg was in good position there. It all happened quickly, but that would have been a nice option if he'd had time to pick that one up. Anyway, it's still back with Surrey Park.
Oh, nice. Well picked up.
That's Duncan Russell taking the ball out. And a beautiful hit there from Greg Moore.
Nice check. Picked up by Richie Toomey. He's good with the long stick. Richie Toomey's a very good player with the long stick. Does very well on the release of the ball. You can always depend on his passes too. Oh, gee whiz, that's confidence for you. Giving it back to the goaltender in front of goals.
And that'll be a penalty straight into the back there from Damien Orr.
Yeah, just a push, loose ball push. So possession to Surrey.
Come in the middle.
Oh, hit the deck. Well, you just give a guy a rap about his passing ability and he runs it along the ground.
Mark Quarrier in good position to pick it up, drop it off to Adam Vincent. Williamstown back in attack. Starting to get to a position where they're really looking to, they need a score at this stage.
Sure do.
The defence looks nicely bunched up. Good defensive body by Cameron Shepherd, and he's going to draw the foul. And they're on the Drake here now, Surrey Park. There's a good scoring play. You'd favour their chances here.
And it's in, yeah.
And it's Cam Toomey finishing nicely after a good dump from Ben Waite. And the score now
11-7.
11-7.
Luke Aaron in the centre, and the penalties haven't played an important part in this game so far, Doug. I think Surrey have done more with their man-up plays, but you know, it's fairly even from the point of view of penalties. But these little technical penalties that go on, they're not kept on the stats very much because they don't count against the player personally. Anyway, Williamstown in possession. Oh, I'd say that's an interference. 30-second. Yeah. Good call. 30-second penalty on Moore. So there are all these little ones that do give the man-up situation for 30 seconds.
Yes, they're nuisance value, but part of the game. And Williamstown into man-up through Dennis Newman.
Well, it wasn't all that long ago that a trip was automatically a minute. Now they're calling that sort of thing, the racket in the way of the legs of the player, a technical. Shot and saved again by Andy Stewart. My goodness, he's doing him well. Bang. Well, you see, that could have been a clean body, but he went to stick. Brett Barty running the ball down the pitch. Slowing it up a little.
Ken, I was almost surprised to see you pick that situation up, that it could have been a clean body.
Well, it was fairly obvious, Doug. Here's the sun coming out again. I don't think it's going to play any part in this, the result of this game, the sun in the eyes of the goaltender. But at the moment, Andy's got it all going for him because he's got the sun to his back. Oh, good check. Hung it out like the proverbial washing. Back into Andy Stewart, releasing the ball. Out to Spreadborough. Geez, done a workmanlike job today.
He's just too cool for them in that thing. He's very light on his feet. Good balance. He knows when to move, and he just dances his way through.
I think he is a little tired at this stage, however, Doug. You know, he's staying back there on the defence at this particular stage, letting the defence players do a bit of running.
Well, I don't think we can take anything away from him for that. The fact is he's still not being stripped of the ball.
No. Good check. That's a good check. Very intelligent play. Russell? No, that was Luke Aaron, wasn't it? Number 9.
That's Luke Aaron. Now Darren Gibson on his way to the goal. A promising opportunity here.
And a goal. Very nice goal. Just ran it straight through. Yeah.
Williamstown's 8th goal.
Yep.
11 goals to 8. We've got Cam McLaughlin for Surrey Park facing off.
Oh, number 8.
With number 6, Dale.
Number 6, was it?
Dale Roberts. Luke Aaron's come up with the ball.
Oh.
Under heavy pressure.
Oh, still
and
under
Greg
pressure.
Moore playing it out nicely. Simpson taking it up for Surrey Park, and we'll get it into attack. He's being absolutely swarmed. There was 6 Williamstown players.
He's down on the ground then. Yep. Cameron Gibson going to cop the penalty. Player was down on the ground. White ball. So it's just an interference call. Yeah, I don't know what else you'd call that actually, but I don't like to see that a player being hit on the ground, do you?
No, he was being absolutely swarmed. There were 6 Williamstown all over him, which is, shows the intensity of the effort they're putting in here.
Well, possession time's important for Surrey with this lead they have. And, oh, that's a good strip. That's a good strip.
Carl Radford on the fast break. Damien Orr going with him. This would be a good scoring opportunity here.
5-3. What's happening? Oh, quick stick over the top of the goal. Brett Barty a little stiff there. Ball back to Williamstown. Dumped off again.
And we'll score.
No. Side. They're just having trouble finding that 6x6, Doug. You know, it's not even hitting the goaltender. It's missing the goal completely.
Well, no one's getting anything cheaply here, so the pressure is on.
Oh yeah, that's fierce. That the defence by Surrey is very good. The pressure is there all the time. Now, how did Williamstown get possession of this ball, Doug? Did you see?
Yeah, I think on the goal shot the ball went behind. They're not bringing it in from the end line, but I think they had the position on that shot.
Oh, save again. Save again. That's good work. Blue ball, blue. Yep, official right on the spot. John Harris well positioned to call that. That's a goal. That's a nice shot from Gibson. Very nice shot indeed from Gibson. Makes it 10-9, does it?
11-9, I think it is, Ken.
You're right, 11-9.
Minutes to go in the game. It's 11 goals Surrey Park, 9 Williamstown, and well, it could go either way still.
5 of those goals to Darren Gibson. He's had a day out today. That's very careless pass. Goes to Surrey Park and a fast break.
No, it's no.
No, nice check. Lovely check by Carden Flaherty. And Williamstown get possession. All to the good move of young Garnsworthy, leaving the crease and going out and beating the forwards to the ball.
Good pass, well-weighted pass to Damien Orr.
Good job, David.
Vincent dodging on Greg Moore, could draw the foul. Good save again from Andy Stewart.
There is a foul, Doug. We'll see what the call is.
It's on Greg Moore from Surrey Park on the slash, and Williamstown into man up with 11-9. A score here would make the game very tight.
Yes, Greg Moore, that's his first penalty. Ball over, and the save again by Andy Stewart.
Making it look easy, he had nowhere to go, elected the long pass, and Goulet picked up well.
Yeah. Good crossover by Dennis Newman too, to let him have the clear run. That's a seasoned player, seasoned midfield.
33.
Oh, he missed from that position. Barty missed from right on the crease. Given the ball, took it and put it into the side of the net.
And a beautiful clearing pass from Andy Stewart. Found David Mounsey in midfield. He's dropped it off to Glenn Ashdown, who's hit from behind and will take the penalty, Cameron Gibson.
Yeah, that's a minute penalty on Cameron Gibson. From behind. From behind was the call, and it was rather blatant.
So Jim DiCarlo on the man-up play for Surrey Park.
Come back up.
Surrey Park just feeling their way around, looking for the shot position. DiCarlo to Toomey and knocked down nicely by Goulet.
That's good defence. That's good defence.
Taken out by Carden Flaherty. He's got the legs, I think, to hold Chris Brown off, which he does, but he's thrown it out of bounds. So Cameron Shepherd will bring it back in for Surrey Park. Time running down.
12 on the penalty. Clear there, Rick. Still clear, Rick. Yeah, good work.
Yes, good release by Surrey Park. Ball's being moved in by by David Spreadborough. Now it's back out the front. They can spend a lot of time here. It's all even again. All the penalties are on.
Down with about 6.5 minutes to play. Spreadborough looking a little tired now. He's done so much work today.
Oh, ball's loose. Oh, heavy going in there. Heavy going. Good pick-up by Williamstown. Cameron Gibson back on. Oh yes,
the holding call against him here.
Yep. 27 red should have a holding penalty called. And yes, that's Spreadborough, David Spreadborough, for a technical holding.
And again, just showing those signs of how much running he's been doing today. Less than 6 minutes in the game now.
Very low scoring affair, Doug.
Yep, been a battle of defences. The teams of the scoring calibre of these two, to be Williamstown to be under 10 at this point of the time is unusual.
Yes. Oh, that's good pressure from Red. That's very good pressure from the defence. Well played by Greg Moore. Got to pursue, Williamstown. You must pursue. Yep.
One, come on.
Ball right down to the forward line of Surrey Park now, being moved behind goals.
So Toomey just holding it up.
Toomey just settling things down.
David Mounsey, we haven't seen him dodge.
No, not a good pass.
No damage done. Back to Mounsey again, and it'll come out to Jim DiCarlo out front, who I'm sure will settle it up and set up some positioning play. He's going to take on the dodge here now.
There's a foul.
And has
foul called. It'll be a slash. It'll be called a slash.
Could be on Daniel Jennings, is it?
Yes, no.
Coming on Darren Gibson.
Darren Gibson for the slash. 1 minute. So Surrey a man up for 1 minute.
1 minute.
4 minutes to go in the second semi-final, with Surrey Park 2 goals up and a man up at this particular stage. So they're looking the goods at this particular point. Shot and in. So it's a 3-goal margin. David Spreadborough.
Yes, bouncing shot to the left of the goalkeeper, coming up steeply. They're not easy to take. Scott Gunsey didn't quite get the body across, and it's now 12 goals to 9, Surrey Park. Odd left to go in the game, Ken. 3-goal break to Surrey Park. I think they might be home.
Yes, but stranger things have happened, Doug. There's always, where there's time, there's hope. But Williamstown will have to move it in very quickly. Good knockdown by Cam McLaughlin. Picked up again by Gibson. And a shot and miss. Bounce shot that missed. Williamstown retrieve the ball again, but it's valuable time ticking away for Surrey Park.
Vincent back to Brett Barty. Brett Barty dodging on Richie Toomey. Working hard, getting the shot.
And
beautifully shot.
Nice shot.
Caught the goalkeeper low down on his left. Brings Williamstown to 10 goals, and it's back to a 2-goal margin, 12 goals to 10.
I'd call the timeout if I was the coach.
Ticking down, the Pancake Man is doing a fair deal of business over on the other ground, but it's only 2 minutes to go in this game, and a 2-goal margin.
Yeah, 12 to 10.
Ball going blue, so Williamstown to attack. A quick one here, and
yeah. And stranger things have happened, Doug. Dennis Newman running to his favoured side, going around the back, giving it to Brett Barty again. In the pass and miss.
Hit the pipe, that one, and it's coming back into the defence, but Carden Flaherty's on.
Very good run by Moore.
Well, a great play there to pick that up, and
Ball is white. Interference call.
Well,
Interference call and a timeout, white.
As it turned out, it may have been played advantage because Surrey Park were really on the roll, but it's been called interference and the play's been stopped. We've got a timeout.
now?
Well, a minute 22, Ken. I would think that Surrey Park going to control the ball a little bit, but you see what I don't know, because DiCarlo's gone after it. No, he's dumped it out again.
He's just sucked the defensive plays, because he knows the defence really have to pursue the ball, press the ball, try and strip them, so that they can actually get access to the ball to try to score.
Work for him, work for him.
Well, the time is just valuable time ticking away. Now they'll make a scoring play.
Another one.
And that'll just about...
down, yep. I would think that would be the sealer, not the goal, but getting possession with, I would say, 2 men up.
And less than a minute to play.
And less than a minute to play is another thing.
Keep going. It's the home of the goal, guys. 1 minute on the clock.
Oh, so it's a 30-second technical on Carden Flaherty and a minute personal. So he'll see the game out on the bench in the penalty box.
So back in the man-up play with Surrey Park. Ball's with Ben Waite. Back to David Spreadborough. Surrey Park don't need to rush this one in.
No, they can just bide their time now. Unless Williamstown choose to press, they can just bide their time. Another shot, which is and signal time off by the officials.
How much time? 36! Jimmy! 36 seconds! It was a shot!
Willie had
Just waiting for the ball to come in from the end line here with Chris Brown. 36 seconds to play. Surrey Park now in control.
3, 5, 6, 9, 10.
Williamstown having to run at the ball. They may find they give a goal away doing this, but no, they've taken it out of the air, put it down beautifully quickly to Cameron Gibson.
There's a fast break. Look at the man in the middle. Oh, not that man in the middle, that's a Surrey man.
Greg Moore coming out with the ball, doing it well, and there it is.
That's it. All over. Well, we did say the penalties would play a part in this game, Doug, and I've just counted up that there's 5, 8, 10 penalties on Williamstown and 1, 3, 6 penalties on Surrey, plus the little technical penalties during the game. But I think Surrey did outclass Williamstown. It's a 2-goal margin. It's not a big defeat. I believe 10-12 is the official score coming from the bench. So I think it'll be a crackerjack game next week, Williamstown versus Malvern, for the right to come back and play Surrey Park.
That's right, Ken. A game of defences today with 12 goals from Surrey Park, a high-scoring team, and Williamstown kept to 10. There was strong defensive pressure on all the time, everyone running hard at the ball, and that's the way you like to see Lacrosse played. It was all played in good spirit, even though it was hard.
Yep.
Yes, Williamstown and Malvern will be a very strong physical game next week. Surrey Park will probably value that week to get over those knocks. They're looking pretty good, but 2 goals is not a big margin to make up, so anything could happen.
See you next week then.
Righto, Kent.